Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the subscriber contracts. And today's contract, Death is Everywhere, set in Dartmoor, and the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Paul Anderson 37. So moving on to our briefing, Mr. Robert Clark is correct. Death is everywhere, especially true when 47 is around. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them. 2 must be eliminated whilst wearing our suit, 1 in a full accident, and 1 via a melee saber. And 3 must be eliminated whilst disguised as the mansion staff, 1 via a melee unicorn horn, 1 via consumed poison, and 1 via injected poison. And we also have only 1 exit available to us. We must only eliminate our targets. No bodies can be found excluding accidents and poisons. We cannot be spotted, and we must not be recorded as our objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location, and we're going to have a lethal syringe stored up in the hallway, and we'll be bringing with us some coins, our ever trusty lockpick, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to take an unusual entrance onto the premises, one I've never actually used before and didn't really even know about. But we are going to hug the left hand side of the map, hop over the wall here and into the bushes beyond, where we will encounter our first target. So we're going to take out one of our coins and throw it deep into the bushes there. And if our target comes along to investigate, we can render him unconscious. In this case, the target has sent his colleague, so what we'll do is just render him unconscious instead, and we will hide him somewhere else in the bushes. Over here will do nicely. We're going to retrieve our coin as best we can and then throw it over in the bushes yonder. That will then attract the attention of our target, and when he finally comes in to investigate after radioing in that he's heard a strange noise out in the open, he will make his way into the bushes. We can then get behind him, render him unconscious, and we are going to drag him over to the moors. Just going to grab that coin there as well. We may need it later, we may not. It's useful to have it if you don't need it. So we're going to drop our friend here into the moors. Now this should count as a drowning kill, but it actually counts as an accident fall kill. So that will fulfill our first contract target. From here we're going to make our way over to the mansion itself using the more traditional route. And we are going to head into the ground floor of the building. So straight across the grasslands here and up into the property. We're going to just quickly stop before hopping over this wall to check that the patrolling guard is not in the vicinity, which he is not. And then we can hop over the wall and up into the open window here. And just to our left we will find a saber, and we're just going to set up our elimination here. We're going to place a coin on the floor and then another one over by the corner. Then we will retrieve our saber, lockpick our way into Mr. Fernsby's office, where on the windowsill we will find a vial of lethal poison, and that will come in handy a bit later on. We're then going to open the doors to the kitchen area and have a coin ready. So we're going to open the door, throw a coin by the wine cooler here, or the wine container, and then hide in Mr. Fernsby's office. And that should attract the attention of our next target. and when he comes in to investigate, he will spot the coins, and once he moves over to the corner to collect that second coin, we can then approach him from behind and eliminate him with the saber. So we're also going to hide his body in the closet in Mr. Fernsby's office, as no bodies can be found, and this was definitely not an accident. So we can get rid of our sword now, we don't need that. We do need our target's outfit, and we are going to once again retrieve our coins, as we are not quite done with them yet either. So grabbing all 3 of our coins, we should only need 2 from here on out, but we'll have all 3 just in case. We're now going to make our way towards the dining room and into the storeroom here and retrieve the fuse from the shelf before making our way upstairs to retrieve our lethal syringe from the hallway. So we just need to check on instinct, where is the patrolling enforcer? He's nowhere to be found at the moment, so we can continue on up to the first floor, retrieve our lethal syringe, and at the end of the corridor here we will find our next target, and we're going to have to be quite careful when we inject him and move away immediately, as there are a couple of guards nearby who could spot him. They didn't this time round, we got quite lucky there. So we're going to make our way back into the entrance balcony area, out onto the actual balcony, up the drain pipe to Alexa Carlisle's bedroom, and if the housekeeping staff member is not cleaning the desk, which he isn't, we can then pass through the bedroom, through the bathroom, into the changing room, and there is our next target, who is the consumed poison elimination. She's currently not in the area, so we can make our way into the staff room here, add our poison to the bottle of water, and then exit the room nice and quickly. And in a few moments our target will return to the room to quench her thirst, and she will find that the water does not taste as it should. So down she goes. That is 4 targets down with 1 remaining. We now need to make our way down through the building and out into the rear gardens. And as you can see, Alexa Carlisle is currently in the area, and she is also an enforcer. So we're just going to follow her at a discreet distance until she is out of our way. She's making her way downstairs to speak with Mr. Fernsby the butler, who is, as you can see, waiting on her arrival. And once they engage in conversation, we can make our way past, avoid the enforcer on the entrance balcony area, and down and out past the dining room on our right. And at the bottom of the rear stairs here we will find a unicorn statue, so we're just going to take the unicorn horn there. We're then going to make our way over to the fuse box out in the garden, and we are going to add our fuse to the fuse box, which will then engage the photographer and the final target, the maid who is with him, into their conversation. Everything will now play out, and all we have to do is pretty much wait. So everybody will be coming down to the family photo. So while they're all congregating and having their little conversations, we're going to place a couple of coins here, one on the path and one just by the bushes here. We're going to select our unicorn horn, and then we're going to hide over by the stairs while we wait for the rest of the scripted section to play out. And once everybody begins to get into position for the family photo, our target will no longer be necessary in the area, and she will start making her way towards the kitchens. And when she makes her way up onto the pathway, she will spot the first coin, and very hopefully spot the second coin as well. We're gonna very carefully and slowly approach her from behind. We're gonna let her collect up the first coin here, and when she moves in for the second coin, that should hopefully give the guards in the distance time to move away. We can then eliminate our target with the unicorn horn. We could leave her there, but we are going to hide her in the bushes just to be safe. So with all of our targets now eliminated, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and luckily enough we are very close to our one and only exit. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and we get confirmation all of our targets were eliminated according to plan, and we met all of our objectives, especially the hiding the bodies one and not being spotted, which was probably the trickiest, and we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.